Welcome to GSWC Highlights with yours truly. So we're gonna hop right into this. So, Mr. Tell the people just a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a Los Angeles native by way of Oil City, Louisiana, small country town in North Louisiana. And now I have relocated to Northeast Louisiana. I'm a minister, a mental health advocate. I am just an empowerment inspirational. I'm here for always motivate and empower the people, trying to make changes and transforming lives while rebuilding my own.
That's great. That's great. That's great. So, Mr. We're gonna get it right deep into it. You have a book that is out called The Haven Within: A Journey Through Loss, Growth, and Unfiltered Grace. Tell us a little bit about the book.
Well, it is my memoir from a journey that started about 7 years ago with me when I had to relocate. Like life just kind of took a journey that I was never expected for. I made a decision that I wanted, to start a career change. So I moved, never had left home before. So a fear of relocating in 2019, so right before COVID hit, and I had a plan. 1 year, I was gonna give it a try, see how, and literally, and that year didn't even come to close. My whole life crumbled. I lost both parents literally 4 months apart. Being a single mother with a minor child, and going through culture shock, going through depression, and then COVID hit, and experiencing that and going through that 4 times, it put me in a dark place, and I didn't realize how bad off I was. So it was my daughter that actually brought me to say, "Hey, mama, I miss you. Like something is wrong." I knew then I needed help. Putting on smiles and going through whatever every day like I was okay, but I was crumbling inside. So I decided about 2.5, 3 years ago that I was no longer going to suffer in silence. I wasn't going to battle in depression. So I started writing. Um, I'm often mentoring people and again advocating and speaking on panels, but I knew that there was a need for people in our culture, ministers, women, to say, you know what, it's okay to go through things, and understanding the real burden of grief and depression, and how that you don't get over it, but you can grow through it. So that was truly the core on the foundation of the Haven Within, me writing my memoir as a release for me in my healing journey as I began to heal, but also to help encourage those that go through that. Me understanding having a lack of exposure, a lack of knowledge, and a lot of things, poverty can keep us away from a lot of resources, or it puts us in a mindset that we self-sabotage a lot. So I'm having to go through all of those changes and be able to be renewed. Honestly, it's like a rebirth. I've always said that I wanted to be successful. I wanted to do this, and I said yes to the calling to the ministry, not understanding that going through the valley of the shadow of death and what that really, looked like in real life, in real time. So this was just me releasing my story, my journey, some of the tips that, helped me so that I can help others with truly birth this whole Water You empowerment movement.
And that's my next question. Water You. Tell us what and I think you basically explained what Water You means. So what did you get the name Water You from?
Literally in a vision one night. Like I saw, so I'm a visionary, real bad visionary is what I always say. Because the Lord showed me stuff. I'm dreaming. I'm like, Lord, I see this. But I saw it on paper. Water You. So of course I'm the type of person that I've always researched. I'm researching numbers and meanings and those different things. And I knew that was the perfect time, because sometimes we have to go through, I say, those stages where we have to be selfish enough, but I always say we have to be selfish to love ourselves enough to get the healing, to face our fears, to face the reality of the fact that, hey, I may be a monster in some stages or whatever. So understanding that we all have seeds in us that are ready to bloom and grow, but we have to go through that watering stage where we may have to sit a while. We may have to break down, face the reality of the fact that we need to get finances together, our health. We have to have emotional care and those different things. So that's what Water U is all about, to truly empower people, to help them grow through what they're going through, be it depression, be it grief. We don't always grieve death, or death, the death of loved ones. We may grieve just a loss, whatever significant change that has happened in our life, be it physical, mental, financial. So Water U is truly in that place, and by me being a minister, me being who I am with my career, tenure and expertise, just God just put it in this place to where I have this experience, I have this knowledge, where I can truly help people, coach them, but also create an opportunity space to provide resources to help the whole man, the whole body, mind, and soul. So that's Water U.
Awesome. So, in your own words, it seemed like this year and last year, especially around the holidays, this is the most crucial time for a lot of depression and
Yeah.
a lot of sadness. Um, what would you encourage a person to do around this time, uh, and why is it important for a person to seek help? Because we
Yeah.
always try to do it on our own. I know for a fact, me personally, and my dad passed in 2005.
Mm.
Around that time, he was my best friend.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't in my right mind.
Yeah.
I literally wasn't. It was the grace of God that literally kept me here, because I told certain people the story. I was actually, um I was working. Seemed like when one thing happened, everything began to crash down at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I applaud that movie. What's this movie? With Taraji P Henson. Uh, is a movie is on Netflix. Taraji P Henson. She played like a mother. Her daughter died at the hospital.
Um, I know exactly. Oh, I can't. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, her daughter died and she crashed out in the place.
Yeah, she went.
Uh, I can't think of, but I know. I can't
Yeah,
think of it.
as a tip of my tongue, and I don't want to scream and say, "Mama, I want," because I'm actually at work. I want to scream through that. So, but it touched me so much because it's the truth. Because it seemed like that's how life happens. When
Yeah.
one thing happened, everything just begins to crash, and she crashed.
Yeah.
So, and I know for like I was saying for myself, I was in a stage of I didn't know it. I was in depression. I'm thinking
Yeah.
I'm still going, but I literally one time I would always go to the lake, think about how life is, and I sat in the back of my truck, and I literally had a thought of hopping in my truck and putting it in
Yeah.
reverse and driving in the water.
Hmm.
But it was a voice of God that said, "No, you got work to do."
Yeah.
So, why, in your words, can you say why it's important that I say we, because we still go through this,
Yeah.
we, it's important for us to seek help or talk to somebody.
Yeah. It's important because we want to avoid those moments
Mhm.
from it going to a thought to an actual action. Um, a lot of my teachings or podcasts or lives, I often make a statement that I believe in the cross and the couch. You definitely want to pray. You want to find what's fitting for you. There's nothing wrong with therapy. God has preserved this profession for a reason as well. Um, it's always good to get, especially professional help from therapists when we say that, because they'll sometimes give you a lens to look through that you won't think of. They'll expose you to opportunities or how to address a thought or an action that you didn't know you were capable of doing. So it is very important because we are now saving ourselves from us, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You were speaking about your dad, and it made me think about. I tell people often that my mom passed first. In October 19. My daddy died in March of 2020. We buried him that Saturday. The lockdown here in Louisiana happened that Monday. and then my sister went into labor, and could nobody with her last baby. Um, Mentally, that was a lot, but everything was on me in so many ways. Having to go to the house and clean out their house, and having to deal with things. I lost a child, um, and that was the third child I had lost, and so it seemed like everything just started crumbling. But I told people that if I had ever questioned my salvation, I
Mm.
didn't have to question no more after my dad passed. Like to go do that with her and see everything. And like these were not parents that were in the hospital. We just waiting them to die any second in a moment. This was literally my mom getting up one morning, put on a pot of chicken to get ready for her doctor's appointment to prepare lunch for my dad. She sit at the kitchen table. The refrigerator goes out, massive heart attack, she gone. My dad, he gets up, my sister FaceTimes me with him on face. He said, I just don't really feel good, Stank, but I'm gonna go to the doctor. So you gonna go to the doctor, then we take care of it. I go jump in the shower. I'm getting out the shower trying to dry off. I get a call. Paramedics are there, vitals are okay. They put him in the ambulance. His lungs collapsed, he gone before the ambulance even pull off. Now I got to make a 2-hour drive at midnight to get to the family. Um, that was a lot. And to try to be strong for and then an 8-year old to try to explain to her, and it was just so much. But to talk to a therapist to say, okay, let's break this down. Let's talk about trauma responses. Let's talk about, well, why do you think this way? Or let's give you therapeutic ways to help you when you're going through those moments. I'm not a person that go to the graveyard. I'm not going back. When I sealed my mom's casket and left my dad, like I'm just not doing that. It's more torture to me. Some people like doing those things. A couple of holidays, I got up, so I'm gonna do things in remembrance of them. My mom was a big cook in the community and for the family. Baby, and I said I was gonna bake in her honor. Child, I got in here baking one day, and I baked so many cakes I could have opened my own bakery. So that don't work for me because
Yeah.
it put me out. So just finding. So for me, it was truly writing and letting my daughter express herself, her memories of them, and then going to the therapist to say, okay, now let's maneuver through this, because a lot of times we realize when we immediately go into that mindset, it's easier for us to give up than to push forward. Or sometimes we wake up and say, okay, I want to fight. But what does that look like authentically besides just getting up, taking a shower, and putting on some clothes? So getting that professional help gives us standards and gives us a guideline to kind of help with what works best for us as individuals, but still save us from going to that moment, from taking ourselves out, or, doing something that we're going to literally regret for the rest of our life, where we could have just talked to somebody, and
Mhm.
somebody that who would have listened and truly helped us, not somebody who you talk to and judge you, or not have anything for you to say. My prayers and everything changed just with those experiences. I'm even cautious now of what I say to people that's grieving, or to say, hey, I'm not having a bad day, or I don't want to be here, or, this depression is getting me. That's my biggest key. Well, let's sit down, let's talk about it. Why do you feel this way? Why are you crying in this moment? Um, let's go talk to somebody, and being that person for them. So,
As- and I also and now it's not just and I see that it's not just adults that's going through.
no,
Very kids are now
yeah,
even 5, 6, 7 year old. And I have two god kids. I have like almost 4 or 5 god kids. I don't know how I get that many. It just happened.
me
And
too.
I got five, and then I got 4, 5 extra bonus ones. And, and so I get myself in the case of just trying to talk to them. They say, hey, you're going through something, you need to talk. Don't
Yeah,
hold it in, because if you I see now kids are they're holding so much stuff in that they're being bullied and talked about, and they
yeah,
taking their own lives. So in your own words, how would you approach, like what I do with my god kids? I say, hey, let's go out. Let's
yeah,
go out, see how your day is. Let's talk how your day is. Um, and what would you encourage some people to do, even with their kids? Because I noticed some parents, what we do is some parents. I don't want to talk right now. Go.
Yes, yes.
Well,
True
you seem like
story.
you. So go ahead. Go ahead.
True story. I am guilty of that. So my daughter came to me and I'm okay. We talked things. So she should be 16 and more. So we talk about things. And now she's at the age, hey, can I share your story? Can I talk this thing? And I can't wait to she tell her story. She has an amazing one. But here recently, she came to me, she said, Mama, I think I want to get counseling. Okay, is anything wrong? Like, what's wrong with me? Mom, I just want to get counseling. I knew didn't let her go. And I'm so proud of her for that because I was raised to where we get there and say, oh, you're going to be all right, all that. So me changing a lot of bad habits and I want her to pick up good ones was perfect. So she told her therapist, I can't talk to my mama. She don't want to. She say she don't want to hear that. She think it's just mess about school, and she always want to know just about my grades and how school going. And the therapist told me, Miss Steward, whether you want to hear it or not, whether you think it's mess and drama, it's her reality, and you need to listen to her. And then later on, we found out that she's battling ADHD, a form of ADHD,
Wow.
that she's dealing with. And I felt, I'm talking about horrible. I'm a horrible mother. I've neglected my child. And so in one of my devotions that I wrote, I did write one, forgive yourself for what you didn't know.
Wait,
Because
wait, wait. Hold on. Wait, wait. What you're not gonna do? What you're not gonna do on my show is just say that you wrote a devotional, and I do not have that in my
oh,
queue,
oh,
ma'am. All
it's
right.
not published yet. It's about
Yes,
and we
okay.
typically for around Christmas time. And yeah, I do have a devotional and a workbook coming out soon. As well. So yeah, this is a lot of stuff build up that I just finally started releasing. But
Okay.
that was my wake up call in that moment. Because by being a single parent, I tell people this too. Yeah, we have a lot on us, but we have to make ourselves available and flexible for our kids. But that opened my eyes tremendously. So now I let her ram. You hear me? She can just whatever it is, and I'll be thanking Lord, fix my face, fix my nerves. I'll be okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what it is. But guess what? She comes to me. She talks to me about anything now. That's what I need. Even with boundaries, like I'm not your friend, like I'm still mama. But we have those. What you're doing, yes, with your godchildren. Sometimes your nieces and nephew, or we used to say that sometimes our kids do better with other people before they do with their own listening
Uh-huh.
ear. So always be that support for them because sometimes they may open up to you before they open up to their parent. Because sometimes we come off so rough, and I try not to be that place. So I've even changed who have access to my child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Family members are not, you can't ain't no calling and texting her and all these different things because it's just so much they face. They're dealing with things in school and their reality of life right now that we didn't even dream of. Just with sexuality alone is a big thing. So, we teaching one thing and they out here like, it's just normal. Like, Mom, what we doing? So it can come off confused. When you're trying to be a Christian or whatever faith that you're in and you're teaching standards and you're teaching your religious beliefs and those different things, and then they have to go into a reality to say otherwise. We have to listen to them. You have to understand their lingo, their verbiage. I don't listen to the loudest music and those different things. I'm like, oh, I can't handle it. But let me go see what she listening to. I need to understand the messages they're putting out. They don't even make music the same way no more.
At all.
Like they did in our time. But I want to know, what do you understand? So a lot of times I say, what that mean? What does that lingo mean? I'm checking phones. I'm checking messages and those different things because I need to know where you are mentally. She'll come tell me, okay, Mama, I'm a little overstimulated. I need a break. I said, okay, I get it and I respect that. So I'm trying to create that. That's a new norm for me because I wasn't used to that. And not to shut her up. We have to stop that. We come from that generation where you got to be strong and they shut us up so much in silence and we wonder why we dysfunctional adults.
Mm-hmm.
So we have trauma, like we still battling that 6 or 7, 8-year-old kid that was told to shut up, or everything that happened, we had to sweep it under the rug. Well, I'm not going to do that to her. Their voices are already being dictated to and sometimes taken away their choices. We can't be the ones taking their choices away. Not at home, not in the family. So even if it's not your own or whoever you can be in the community, I always advocate and say, be a good voice. The Bible tells us to seek the wise. You want to seek wise counseling. And we need to learn how to be wise counsel. Even if we don't have a solution or a word, go get them the resources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I find that very fun, and I find it funny, and because my godchild, she always said, Gerard, I don't know what is up. And my friend said, all my friends said, Gerard, I don't know what about you, but a lot of these teenagers come to you and talk to you. What I like, I don't know. I don't know. It just, I'm just, God built me that way. I just, I love kids, love them to the fullest. And it's just like, and the stuff I hear from them, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like some
You think they're not ready, but they are.
yeah, and like some of them feel unloved,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, you have to really talk,
Yes.
sit down, and at 1 year, my god kids stayed with me. They stayed with me for like almost 2, 3 years, but yeah, 2, 3, 4 years, and we sat down. I made sure that if I fussed at her and I'm yelling, I told you that.
Yeah.
At a certain point, we sat down and I talked to her. I said, hey, this is the reason why, and I made sure we have a conversation. We didn't, I made sure we didn't go to sleep angry, because if I woke up angry, I'm still going to be mad at you.
Right.
I
Yeah.
made sure we talk, have this conversation. Look, this is a why did da.
Yeah.
And it was all clear. It was better. You still got punished.
Right.
But I didn't get that attitude behind the punishment.
Yeah.
Because when you get there, you punish, you ain't got 3 weeks without your phone.
Right.
And I didn't get that.
Right.
You understood why you got punished.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. And I really believe nowadays, now more than ever, we really have to talk to somebody, even when you're going through, even our kids, we got to talk to them.
Yeah.
And so, what is your favorite chapter in your book?
Ooh. You would ask me that. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what's my favorite chapter. I mean, all of it is so personal.
Well, let me rephrase the question.
I don't know what's my favorite chapter. Let me see.
This chapter is it was like your real eye opener, like, wow, I can't believe I really went through this.
Oh, definitely chapter 3, the wake-up call, shattered stillness that stirred my soul. Because that was the turnaround moment for me. It was definitely a turnaround moment for me. There's a philosophy that I often say, depending on what platform I'm on, but I always say that sometimes a child's worst enemy is an unhealed parent. And we don't understand how significant that is when we're not healed, because it really does affect our kids. And that was my wake-up call. That was my wake-up call. So that chapter itself was kind of my turnaround. All of them are good, but that one was really that moment. And it was my child saying, Mama, you know what? I miss you. What you talking? But and then she told me, she said, but it's okay. I Googled you, depressed you. I knew then, that day, I got some help. That night, I got help.
Yeah, and we always believe, excuse me, we always believe that the kids don't know nothing, that the kids are not there really. They are really like it.
Yeah.
My baby Asia, when she stayed with me, she knew something was wrong with me. I didn't tell her, but she knew it. Just like your actions are different. One time I was just out of it. I just had so much running through my mind. And she literally just looked at me, and she just came and gave me a hug.
Yeah.
And kissed me. I was like, "What's this for?" She said, "I don't know. You just needed it."
Yeah. Yeah, they will. They
I'm like, and that changed. Like, and after that just like you said, that was a change. Like, okay, yeah, I can't present this to them
Yeah.
because it's gonna rub off on them and it's gonna make them feel. And so, yeah, yeah, that's important. So, how can they get your book and where can they find your book?
Right now, they can go on Amazon. You have to search it by The Haven Within the book. And the link is there. You can go follow me on my Facebook page, Omelia Steward, as well as our Water You page. There's links to the Amazon, and we will start having events starting January of next year where I will be having merch in person.
Okay, so um, I remember I think I talked to Jess. I've been
Okay.
emailing Jess a lot.
Okay.
And Jess was telling me that y'all have a show that y'all do.
Yeah. She tell you all my business. So yes,
What she did was she said,
yeah,
"Hey,
at least
comes out."
once a month, yeah, at least once a month I do a live from the Water You, depending on kind of like what's heavy, what's going on. I do a live from Water You. I am planning on launching my very first podcast in February of next year, all underwater you, because it's so much. I have people approach me about all kinds of things. So in real life matters is what we'll be talking about on that. But I do occasional lives where I may teach a lesson or come in and maybe do a testament or something.
Okay,
And we do have a YouTube channel now.
okay. We're gonna talk after this show. I got some. I'm gonna let you talk to somebody.
Okay.
Let's talk to somebody. But yeah, that is awesome. So y'all, please get her book. She's on Amazon. Get her book. She follow her. Water you. Follow her, Amelia Stewart, on Facebook, YouTube. Follow her YouTube channel. Y'all, come on, support her. Support her. Support her.
Yes.
Um, when I read the title, and I'm like, oh yeah, yes. I said we need this. So y'all get her book, please get her book. Support, 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 support. We would definitely have you on again. So what's the future looking like for Miss Stewart? What do you have? You have an event coming up in January, you say, right?
Yes. So January 24th, we are hosting our very first event on the Water You. It is entitled Water You Becoming the Vision Experience. And the best way I could try to say without saying too much, it's a non-traditional vision workshop that I will be facilitating. I do have a guest facilitator that will be coming as well. Her name is Patrice Jackson. She's the founder of Called and Committed. Her ministry initially catered to all educators, but she's now expanding that, and I'm so excited about that for her. So she'll be coming, and you know how everybody start at the beginning of the year and want to do vision boards.
Mhm.
Well, that don't necessarily last and work. So we have a vision to do like release sessions and do different activities and help with journal prompting and those different things. And it's going to be a nice treat. I'm excited about this workshop. Truly helping people get clarity and flow and giving them the resources they need to get started. You know how so we come in, we do this and we put it on paper, I do the board, and then we nothing ever happens. I'm the type of person, if you say you want this, start a business, get your credits together, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have. You want to get your credit together? I want to have a financial advisor there. You know, I want to have this. I want to give you authentic, relevant resources to help with that. So we're excited.
Awesome. And look, y'all, she ain't saying it. She said it she said it in the interview at the beginning. She have a prayer book, devotional prayer book, right?
That's coming. Yes, it's
It's
coming.
coming. It's coming. So y'all look out for her. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. Look, y'all. Any encouraging words you want to give before we head out?
No, thank you so much for this platform and this opportunity. I'm just always telling people to believe in yourself. Do not stop dreaming. And whatever it is, I do have daily devotions that I post every day. But like today was Moving Monday. Just make a move. Just do something, even if you move slow. And don't give up on yourself. Self sabotage begins in the mind. And if we can change our mindset, we can truly flow forward.
Now, see, I was about to get off. I was about to leave. I was about to leave. I was about to cancel. I was about to end
We
this show.
leaving.
I was about to end this show,
We
but
are
you,
leaving.
but you just said something that really that I always talk about. That we always our own worst critic.
Yeah.
We and I tell it to any singer. I literally told a singer a couple of Sunday event I sung at, and a beautiful singer, but she second guessed herself.
Yeah.
I said, God didn't give you this gift just to hold on to it to yourself. Not to second guess yourself. God gave you the power to use that gift. You got to use it. Don't be afraid. If I would have stayed being afraid of what God gave me, I don't know where I'll be right now.
Right.
God has literally opened so many doors. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be meeting you right now if I would have held back what God gave me. So if I held this back, I wouldn't meet the different people I met.
Yeah.
If I stayed afraid. So what step out on faith? He gave you the strength. He gave you that ability to do this. Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah.
Don't second guess yourself. We had some people came in. Jessica Hamilton. How you doing, Miss Jessica? That's Miss Jessica.
Yes. That's your Jess.
Hey, Jess. That's my new best friend, y'all. That's my new best friend. That's my girl there. And Brother Corey Wise, a good friend of mine. Yes, sir. We'll keep you in the prayers. My brother. Oh, wow.
We're definitely praying for you,
Definitely
brother.
praying for you. Definitely praying for you, Doc. But yeah, y'all. So y'all get Miss Jess' book one more time. One more time. We're gonna make sure y'all get her book. Go to Amazon, purchase the book. That's the cover. Make sure you get
Yes.
that book. Look at that name. Take a screenshot of it. Take a picture of it. Whatever you need to do, I need you to get this book. Get this book. And follow her on Facebook, Water You and Omelia Steward. Follow her on her YouTube channel. If you want her to come speak, come encourage y'all, that's her email for her booking information. Y'all book her. I'm telling you, come. I know she'll want to have no problem at all. She'll be there. She'll be there. You're welcome, my brother. She'll be there. She'll be there. And she gave you encouraging words, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I got everything because I don't want to get fussed at by my founder. Also, look, y'all, the National Songwriters Conference song submission is open. It is open. It is open. September the 1st through the 31st. This December the 31st is our last day to submit your music. Go to www.thenationalgospelsongwritersconference.com to submit your music for the 2026 song submissions. Also, become a member. $10 monthly, $120 yearly. Get a newsletter, updates about the conference. Anything you need to know about the conference is all in the newsletter. Get your information. Well, that is basically it. Miss Amelia, I told you it wasn't. You did real good. You did good. She was nervous, y'all, but she did real good. But I'm definitely gonna have you back on. Yeah. So hang tight. I'm trying to get my founder on. So hang tight. But look, y'all, like I always say, have a great and blessed day. Like Amelia say, just keep pushing. Never give up, never give in. So, like I always say, peace, love, and joy. Have a great and blessed day.
My name is Davina Williams. I'm one of the many talented teachers and professors, a part of the new Children's Music and Leadership Program at Cornerstone Christian University. This new Bachelor of Arts in Gospel Music is designed to equip students with a comprehensive understanding of gospel music, its history, performance techniques, and its culture, especially around children's ministry. The curriculum includes music theory, composition, performance, and studies in theological and social contents of children and the gospel. The program will provide students with a comprehensive education in music and children's ministry leadership while allowing for flexibility and pacing. Each level is built upon the previous one, and it integrates practical experiences and a capstone project that ensures graduates are well prepared for careers in ministry, music education, child advocacy, and community leadership. Classes range from handbells, sign language and movement, conducting, children's drama, early childhood music principles, and music lessons, to name a few. So if you love the Lord, you love working with children, you are creative, talented, and have a passion to teach, this is the degree and program for you. Hope to see your name on the road. God bless.